on. Welcome to the Iccy Showw reunion of Lost Angels. I am here with a very special guest from Haverill, Massachusetts to Boston 617, Harmony's grandfather. Thank you for coming on the Iccy Showw. This is episode 2. I haven't done this for 3 years. The show is about when you have someone that passed away and you don't have that closure, what you wish you got to say at the casket. This is the show, or if it goes deeper and you need more closure. So this is what this show is about. Shout out to League of Mob Entertainment, worldwide collaboration. You know who we are. It is my birthday, so we are turning the F up all day. You know, I've been doing it all week. We're about to get on this boat. So I picked this day because it is my birthday, and this is very special because when Harmony, rest her soul, I was working at Your Boy Knight's custom clothing t-shirt downtown Haverill, and I had to make her t-shirts. I had to make flyers, banners, not banners, excuse me, like things like this but smaller, and it broke my heart because she's a little angel. No family should be going through this, and you know, especially, you know, we need to find her body and bring her to peace. She's not resting, and the grandfather's going to talk about why I'm saying this. And if you don't know about Harmony, thank you, good catch, nephew. You what? Oh, if you want to? All right, cool. Thank you, nephew. Nephew's behind the camera. Shout out to nephew right there. Oh, we're gonna put a leg.
You can edit all that.
Right here. Okay, ready? Like this. Keep it like that. Sorry about that. You know, it's windy out here. So we are here with, I said, Harmony's grandfather, and so it's coming from the family. And what do you have to say about this, Grandpa?
Hi. As you know, they're retrying him again. And I don't think the public realizes what the system, again, I'm going to use the system because let's talk about the system. Let's not talk about Harmony. Let's talk about how she got where she is. And the other day, a couple of days ago, she was her birthday, and she doesn't get to sit on my left and say, I can say happy birthday. But I'll tell you where it starts. It starts with my daughter in recovery program, just like a lot of people out there in the world. They take your child and they give it to the system. Okay, so you're in the system. They take the baby, you're in recovery. Until you get better, you get the baby back. But they got to put that baby somewhere. So what do? Just like every other child? These people, the system, gives the baby to New Hampshire. But I'm going to tell you what they didn't do is number one thing. No one in the system ever looked at his police record. I know this because I adopted 2 of my grandchildren. And I had to go through all kinds of stuff, schooling, different stuff, to be a better parent. I was already a good parent because I had children I was already raising. So the system didn't fail me. I went on with my life and carried on. But the boy that's holding the thing now, he's 15. I've raised him ever since he was 2. And they've never been in the system. So they take the baby from Massachusetts and give it to New Hampshire. So Massachusetts don't look at his record. They give it to a judge. The judge gives it to another judge, which they give it to New Hampshire. Again, I'm going to say it. The public needs to know that no one ever looked at his record, her record. Because if they did, I could have had a nice birthday the other day, but that's all I thought about is how I could murder him. That's it. And, you know, the system failed her. and she's still on the road of recovery. She's got major trauma now. And now they're going to go through this again. For what? She's gone. She's never going to admit it. The girl who was involved with him got probation. If it was me and I did all that and I was with someone I'm not going to say what he did to her in the bathroom, but she was there. She got probation.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting. How did the system fuck up on this case? Like, I got to cuss on this shit. This pisses me off, and it gets me angry. How does the system let this little girl pass away? She is no longer here. Look, last seen Manchester, New Hampshire. See something, say something, call. This was missing since 2019. Where is this little girl's body? And this guy is going on trial again. And for what? It's the system's fault that this little girl's no longer here. So somebody needs to be accountable for this. This is not right. And, step up the game, because people need to get fired from their job, their position in the government, whoever you are, where you slept up. You should be haunted for the rest of your life about this little girl's case. Because there's other cases out there that are slipping in the system and people are getting away with it.
Stop blaming her.
You're blaming the mom for this.
No.
It's not her. It's the system. The system fucked up on this little girl.
How would you like them to take your child and say it's going to be over there and you're trying to recover and they take it from here to bring it to there because they say the parent is the next closest thing. I know what it is because my son died. I got 4 of his children. They went to the father first. Yes, I'm the grandfather.
But they should have looked at his record. They didn't look at the father's record, and he killed his own daughter. And he's in jail.
He's in process of being here.
He's coming back to this way. And that's not right. How is this
being traumatized twice?
Now the family's going to have...
keep going. He's guilty of the crimes that he committed. He won't admit it because he's a junkie. He was a junkie. He ain't a junkie no more. He's going to be... Never mind that. It's just he's a sick person.
I hope you're tuning in jail. Whoever you are.
I do too.
And I hope that they're watching inside the jail that you're in, because Iccy Showw is known inside the jails very well. I get a lot of respect in the jails from CEOs and from the inmates. And you know something? You need to just tell them where her body is so she can be at peace.
Right.
You did the damage. The little girl is not here no more. You're making her body needs to be released into heaven for peace. So I hope you're tuning in, and I hope when you go on this trial, I hope you tell them where her body is, because this is ridiculous. Years since 2019, we're at 2026, and no body. Ridiculous. And it was the system's fault why she is no longer here, because if they checked the father's record, they would have seen he had a bad record, and they shouldn't have gave the little girl back to the father. I understand. I'm about not separating the kids from the family. But if you did your work, it would have been the next kid, which would have been the grandparents.
I couldn't take her. I had 6 kids.
But
I did all my things without a woman. If you look at any of my pictures and videos, you'll never see a woman. It's always me and those children.
Where is harmony?
I couldn't do it. I'm not. See, and I don't blame myself for not taking her. I blame the system because they told me what they was going to do, and they didn't do what they said. I was comfortable of what they said, but they didn't do what they said. And that makes sense. It makes sense to me. It's just a bad thing.
When is the trial gonna happen? Do you know?
We just heard it was gonna have a retrial. But this time around, I'm gonna be there.
I want to
I
be
get
there.
to speak. I get to say how I feel. I'm the grandfather. There's no grandmother. There's 8 children and 21 grandkids. Those are all involved in this life. It's not just one baby.
Several
It's
babies.
about how it affected, not only my children, but what is the system that they just push those little children aside? That's sad. That's a sad system.
And they haven't found
And we
her.
need to change that system. The only people you should be able to see is his record should be anybody's. Mine was when I got my other kids. Well, mine was on top. The police, they check it all out and they go amongst their business. I know. It cost $10,000 to take one baby out of Florida. And I did it, but they checked my record.
They did their job.
Her
Whoever
name
that.
is Kiki Flanagan. Yes. And look up at the adoption papers. I had to do that.
You did the right thing, Dad.
And I did it. And I'm still taking care of kids now. Why? Because I have a choice. And that little girl was still alive and there was a problem. Even now I have grandchildren. If there was a problem, I would give up my life for my children. Because they're all blood, they're mine.
Mm-hmm.
And they took my child, not only my daughters. You don't know what goes on in my life, how much I sacrifice. Well, they were doing this, I always told them this stuff's going to kill you. Because I'm a recovering addict alcoholic. And I know who I am today. I went to rags to riches, riches to rags. It's okay. But I'm comfortable with me and who I am. And that was my granddaughter. And you people out there don't know what I feel. Okay? Because you can't point the finger at me. You can say what you think about my daughter. But I know all my children because they're my children. And I might not be rich, but I got the best, biggest, richest heart that anybody could want. Have a good day. Good enough for me.
Do you have anything else to say?
Nope.
I
hope they find her. He's not going to give her up because you know what she did? No, I couldn't tell you on camera what he did to her. I have transcripts in my truck. And what he did to her, you would puke. You would vomit. If I could just read one syllable, one phrase of what you people just think, your body's, no, ain't the way it went.
He did some bad stuff to her.
You would carry your child around, put her up in the ceiling, let the fluids drip down on your body, and then as you were cooking, he worked in a restaurant, his dirty ass hands, touching that body, go put her in a freezer, walking
Sickening.
around with her.
Sickening.
And then they want a retrial. What are they going to say? You're innocent?
No.
You got all this stuff, fluids in the refrigerator, hiding behind the wall. I mean, come on, how much? You're guilty.
Yeah, that's crazy. Why did
She'd be dead, my opinion. There's somebody out there knows what I'm talking about. I've been in jail too. Somebody out there knows what I'm talking about.
That's crazy.
They'll get a real teardrop.
Right.
Not a little one. Yours reminds me of her. You got that for her. And that's a sad fucking man. You better hide behind all the bars. That's it.
That's crazy. Now, is it open to the public, that trial coming up?
Yeah.
So
anybody could show up.
So everyone that's tuning in,
I'm gonna go this time.
I'm gonna
so
go.
I have lots of friends.
Dad, keep me updated, please. This is my dad. If you don't know who he is, he's my dad. So just know that. That's my dad. It's very important.
Yes, it is.
So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there and my father right here. Definitely, keep your head up. Anyone that is a father and you or you don't have your dad, stay strong during these times and, just go to make big peace wherever it makes you go. And I go to the water where we are And, you know, that's why I appreciate you coming on here. And like I said, I'm going to be there for this trial. And anyone that is tuning in, show up to that trial. It's in New Hampshire. And focus. Get caught up on what he just gave you, the information of what this man did to this little girl. That's no longer here. And that's not right. It slipped. She slipped through the system. And the system effed up. And that's not right. Because this grandpa and this family is suffering during these times. Her birthday was last week. So happy belated Haverill birthday, Harmony. And she needs to rest. And that's very important. You know, it's not like the family suffering, but also let this little girl go home. So when you're on that trial and you're paying attention in jail, watching this Iccy Show, I hope to God you do the right thing and you tell the judge where this little girl's body is. We need to bring her to rest. It's been years and suffering. So since you want to go back on the trial now, this is what's going to happen. You need to let them know. And I hope my voice haunts you, that what I'm saying to you every single night until you bring that little girl home to peace in this family. I appreciate you, Grandpa, coming on here on the Iccy Show. Reunion of Lost Angels, episode 2. You know, this was a tough one, but I'm glad you let me do this exclusive interview because we need to, you know, people need to know the system slips up and this little girl's no longer here, unfortunately. And we need to let her go to peace. Bring her home. And that son of a bitch better tell the judge where she is. Point blank. Right, Dad?
Right.
I appreciate everyone tuning on this episode. Is there anything else you would like to say?
No. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Hey.
Remember to take care of your children.
Yes.
Because that's who you are, is when you take care of your children.
No matter the situation, if you're not with the BM or not, just be there for the children is what the problem is. I appreciate everyone coming on this Iccy Show. This is a very exclusive interview with my dad right here, Harmony's grandpa. Rest her soul. Peace, love, and respect on this weekend. Happy birthday to me, CD. We outside today. We're going on the boat right now. Peace, love, and respect. Free the jails. Let's go. God bless. Happy Father's Day. One love.
You can edit parts, can't you?
No.
It's straight up? You swearing like that?
Yeah.
God. I wasn't going over. God.
My arm.
Yeah, so from here I go, from here I gotta go get a scoop, guys. I gotta go get bread.